The 20th of 26 events on the PGA Tour Champion schedule, the Nature Valley First Tee Open, totally unique in all of golf, as the PGA Tour champions and juniors walk side by side on the fairways. Ask any golfer what course is on their bucket list. Guaranteed one of the top answers will be Pebble Beach. Some of the best views in the world and some of the most iconic holes in golf. This week, the PGA Tour champions will play here and Poppy Hills at the Nature Valley First Tee Open. Joining them, 81 of the finest juniors in the game. These young men and women stand out among their peers. They are top golfers, students, and leaders. They'll play alongside Hall of Famers and respected players. A week unlike any other. The chance of a lifetime for the future of the game. It's the first round of the Nature Valley First Tee Open at Pebble Beach. Golf Channel and PGA Tour champions proudly present the season-long race for the Charles Schwab Cup. From Pebble Beach on the Monterey Peninsula, first round coverage of the Nature Valley First Tee Open. Not too far away from Carmel by the Sea and the town of Monterey, Cannery Row, and all the tourist attractions there. Pebble Beach. You recognize it immediately. For 13 years now, the PGA Tour champions have been coming here for this unique event with first tee participants, teenagers from around the country, earning the right to come to Pebble Beach and play alongside, in many cases, major championship winners and members of the Hall of Fame. They'll play Pebble Beach and Poppy Hills on Friday and Saturday. Everyone plays Pebble Beach on Sunday. 81 pros, 81 first tee participants, and 81 two-player amateur teams. Those numbers cut down to 23 pro junior teams and 10 two-player amateur teams for final round play at Pebble on Sunday. Whit Watson, Lanny Watkins, and some highlights from Poppy Hills earlier today. This was Billy Andrade at the 18th.
Yeah, Billy not out to a good start. Needs something to happen. This gets his day going a little bit at least.
Got him to +3 at the par 71 layout. Peter George, young man from Naples, Florida, who's playing with Bernhard Langer. This is second to 18.
Beautiful second shot coming in here at the 18th and right at the flag underneath the hole with a pretty good look at birdie.
And he would make the birdie there at the par 5 18th. Peter George, 17-year-old from Naples, Florida, playing with Langer at 10.
Well, Lanny, watch this. He is, as Whit said, a senior at Gulf Coast High School there in Naples, and he has some skill right here, some speed.
Yes, he does. Nice balance, good golf swing. Really like the setup, Billy Ray. Nice and athletic, and look at this, right down the heart of the fairway. Beautiful, beautiful shot. Take a look at this golf swing, and look at the nice athletic setup. Flexing his knees, kicks it with the right knee to start, then beautiful takeaway. Nice in one piece, right on plane at the top. Club face square, just unwind from here, which he does. Nice balance as he maintains his spine angle. Really nice golf swing.
Peter George is ready.
Wow,
Yeah, from
nice
the right-hand
swing.
side there, 154 yards landing.
Yeah, beautiful swing, Billy Ray, and just came up a little short right, but I'll tell you what, he's got a nice-looking golf swing.
Peter George is the 11th, his third shot, playing Bernhard Langer.
John, we've already talked about his skills, his long game, but he's going to have to reach into his bag of tricks here. This is going to be so quick, and Langer will be watching the speed of this little pitch coming down the hill. Just gets it started. Oh, how about this touch?
How good is this?
Slow down.
Well, just
That's still pretty good from there.
not bad at all. Very hard to keep it short of that hole from there.
see double break or?
No.
Now over at the 12th.
Peter George, this 17-year-old seems like a match made in heaven for Bernhard Langer. He likes to compete in CrossFit competitions. He is very much in tune with his physical capabilities, much like Langer.
Yeah, you're not going to find a 59-year-old in better condition than Bernhard Langer. Works out religiously, takes good care of his body, and eats properly, and out here walking 6-7 miles a day, hitting a lot of golf balls. So he is in excellent shape.
That'll do it, Lanny. And also, Peter George and I were talking about comparing notes to each other in our CrossFit classes that we take, that we do a lot of similar exercises and try to get some of the same results.
You're talking about the WOD? Do you know what that is? If you don't, then you can't.
Oh, no.
The workout of the day. Did you get your workout in today, Billy Ray?
I certainly did, my friend. I
job.
got up Pacific and I walked up about 2.5 miles this morning after an early breakfast.
Attaboy.
Certainly did.
Now Peter George, his tee shot at the 13th, Billy Ray.
Well, John, it's playing back in the breeze. It's been fun to watch Peter because he knows exactly playing alongside a player like Langer and his aspirations of playing college golf. He is trying to be a sponge and soak up any knowledge he can from Langer, and he's got a huge smile on his face, and he's playing quite well on top of that.
Just a little bit to the right side.
Out here with a special young man, Peter George, a senior at Gulf Coast High School there in Naples, Florida. And Peter, your aspirations of playing golf after high school and getting along to play with Langer for the last 2 days, what's it been like so far?
It's been unbelievable, really. I mean, I have so many people to thank for this. Thanks for Nature Valley. Thanks to Pebble Beach for hosting this. But it's really been an honor to play with Mr. Langer. I mean, all the tips he's given me, everything. It's really been amazing.
Aspirations of playing golf, but in college, but also academically.
Yeah.
You've narrowed it down to a couple, 3 schools, and they're pretty challenging schools at that. Tell us what those 3 schools are.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be attending Princeton, Emory, or Harvard. But I still have to apply, and it's going to be a great process. But this is really helping me learn and have a great experience.
And speaking of experience and learning, your core value, what is out of the 9 core values, what's your favorite one and why?
My favorite one is perseverance, because I think in all parts of life, school, golf, no matter what it may be, I use perseverance, and not everything's going to be perfect, but I just have to keep on going. Today's been a battle, it's been a struggle, but I'm still going and still trying as hard as I can.
All right, Peter, thanks for your time, and you're quite a good young man, I tell you.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's go to David Marr.
To 14.
Peter George playing his 3rd at this par 5.
And just speaking with Peter, he's just sitting here walking up the fairway here at 14, enjoying the view back down. He said it doesn't get any better than this right now, and this 3rd shot plays back up the hill. Not his best of the day, but he is certainly enjoying himself today.
$15.
Peter George, his tee shot. Playing with Bernhard Langer, sorry.
Yep, you're also going with driver, John, and it's been watching this kid hit driver here. He actually goes at it. He doesn't leave anything in the bag at all.
Too much though.
Yeah, he just nails it right down the middle of the fairway again. This is wonderful to see. Now Peter George will be next.
John, he has driven it way down there, just over 100 yards. The ball sits up on the upslope, and you have to be concerned now if you're Peter here, not letting this ball balloon up in the air off this upslope, playing back into the breeze.
Good aggressive golf swing. A good result. Nicely done.
All right, Whit, thanks a lot here with Bernhard Langer. Bernard, you've been so gracious with your time with us on the golf course and off the golf course also. What's it been like playing with a young man like Peter George for the last 2 days?
Oh, it's phenomenal. It's so much fun just seeing these kids out here and what are they learning through the game of golf, but also through the First Tee program. They will benefit from this for the rest of their lives, and not just them, but their spouses, their kids, generations from here on in, which is fantastic.
I talked to Peter a while ago, and he said he was trying to be like a sponge and soak up some knowledge. What have you told him to get himself around Pebble Beach here?
Well, he doesn't need a lot of telling. I'm trying to help him a little bit with, just keep the ball below the hole and give him certain yardages, tell him where the wind is from. I don't want to mess with techniques, because if you change golf swings in the middle of a competition,
right,
it's very, very difficult. He's very, very close. He's got a pretty decent swing, but a couple of pointers would go a long way, but we'll do that afterwards.
Right.
And he's such a pleasure. He's got such a level key. Whether he makes triple bogey or birdie, it doesn't matter. He's the same. So that's awesome to see for a young man like that.
Well, Bernard, thanks so much for your time.
You're welcome.
All right, guys.
Peter George has a birdie putt, and his partner Bernhard Langer taking a long look at this with him. Billy Ray.
Yeah, they're both working on this putt right now, and
Yeah, I like that.
And Langer will also get a good look at this putt from Peter, in which his putt's going to go and the speed of his putt. And John, I like the words that Langer spoke of. He said, I'm not going to give him any pointers during the round. I don't want to confuse him, but certainly we'll have a discussion afterwards. And I think that's the way to handle it.
Oh, there's no doubt. You don't want to have any confusion. He's playing with a lot of confidence right now. Let him enjoy and then improve later.
There it is.
Of course, you can't improve much
How
on
about that? Just absolutely great right there. Not only can he play, but he's a guy that really hits the books hard. I admire that quite a bit.
It'll be George from the rough on the left side.
And Billy Ray, this is doable. All he's got to do is hit it on line, carry it over the front edge. Should release right to the hole.
Yeah, it's actually being on the left-hand side. It's not that bad of a lie in the rough, so his angle is nice. And coming off that 15th green back there after making birdie, he had a huge smile on his face, and I told him we got that one on live TV, and he was so happy. He said, I got a lot of people back home watching me.
That was a good swing.
Just right of the hole. Should turn a little left.
Carried it
Came out of
just
that
a
rough.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he carried it just a little deep, and that's going to be an awfully quick chip shot coming down that slope.
Over to 16.
And Peter George playing his third.
Ooh, and that was really careful down the slope. That
Wow.
is extremely well done, Billy Ray.
Yeah, amazing. We saw him at the 11th, have one downhill. 13, he handled both of those nicely. Then here at 16, just beautifully done. Just going to go ahead and tap in now for his par. And it's interesting talking to Peter just moments ago in the practice run here. He did not get a chance to play 17 and 18, so it's uncharted waters for Peter once he goes to the par 3 here, 17.
He's probably seen him so many times on TV. He's very familiar with him.
Let's join David Marr.
Needs to slow down a little bit of the moisture and the fog moving in here at the end of the day.
17, Peter George, his tee shot, playing with Bernhard Langer.
Yeah, this one going right also, but that was a pretty impressive up and down back at 16, John, by Peter.
Yes, it was, and he's just off the edge. He can putt that.
As we go back to 17.
Peter George just off the green has this for birdie.
Well, John, he has played very well coming down the stretch. Made a nice par at 14, birdie at 15. Nice up and down for par at 16, and now a good chance for a birdie here for Peter, just off the edge of the green coming back up the hill. It'll be interesting to watch, too. He's on the same line as Langer, so Langer will have a watchful eye on this putt from Peter George.
On a very smooth putting stroke. Whoa.
Oh, just a little too much speed. He had the line correct.
He kind of misjudged that little bit of fairway he had to come through. Thought it might slow it down a little bit more than it did.
The shots of the tournament presented by Nature Valley. Look at some of the faces and the personalities. These first tee participants from around the country who earn the right to come to Pebble Beach and play with these PGA Tour champions professionals.
Just a delightful group of youngsters, young men and women. I tell you what, it's been very impressive.